So the main character, he is jealous of the Melid's best friend. He is full on unreasonably jealous, especially after learning the Melid's friend has feelings for the Melid and wants the friend out of the picture. He wants the friend gone. He wants the Melid to cut off relations with the friend, and the Melid's like, no, I'm not doing that. That's unreasonable. He might have feelings for me or as part of the community, but I'm not cutting off relations with him just for that. He hasn't crossed lines. He hasn't forced himself on me. If he stays on a certain line, we're good. We're going to continue to be friends, and you cannot stop me from being his friend. That is unreasonable. Like, say the facts, Melid. Tell the facts to his face, especially when he repeatedly not admit to his own feelings and wants to be unreasonable about things. Like, what? So in this scene, we learn that the organization is not just doing horrible, vile things to people, but that they're looking for a certain drug called Emperor's Data. They need it for this woman in the wheelchair, and she's having a conversation with the vain teacher, you know, the one who works for the organization and has jealous fits and will hate upon any woman that is better looking her. She also mocks the vain teacher for her feelings for a certain man, but that's not important. We find out that the organization's looking for something called the Emperor's Data to specifically save this woman's life or help this woman, and I am very petrified about this drug. Like, I'm a little terrified about this drug. The main character and the Melid's sister, they get into another argument and spat when she sees him and the Melid talking with each other, and the Melid walking off looking very upset and having berated the main character, and she walks over. She's upset with what she had saw. Now the main character goes, well, you saw what was happening. I was the victim this time around. And she almost lowers her guard towards him and starts feeling a little sympathetic for him until he opens his mouth and goes, but you know, he deserves what he's getting from those videos. Anyone would be upset with him with the way he spoke. And she gets onto him. She berates him. She yells at him. She harasses him. She's like, keep your mouth shut. You don't know what my brother went through. We don't fully understand what happened. But I can tell you, after he quit his job at the hospital, he wasn't happy. He wasn't afraid. No, he was sad. He was depressed. You don't know the truth. So keep your mouth shut before you believe those videos and what people are spreading about my brother, because it's not true, and you need to shut your mouth. Again, claps for her. I love the Melid sister. Absolutely adore her. She is one of my favorite characters in this book because she's always clapping. She is always clapping. So during the period of time where people were harassing the Melid on the internet and spreading falsehoods, scandals, and rumors about the Melid, the main character hacked their systems and would destroy their texts, like full-on destroy their texts to protect the Melid, and was deleting any of their posts. He was like, yeah, no, you're not posting these things, and I'm destroying your tech for doing it. But sooner or later, people started picking up that this was happening and started spreading more lies and scandals, saying, oh, the Melid probably is part of the organization because he's part with these hackers, that he's destroying our texts to get against us, to keep our mouth shut from finding out the truth. And the main character stopped. He's like, these freaking idiots, these morons. But he stopped, so no more harassment would come towards the Melid over what he was trying to do to protect the Melid. Doesn't mean I'm happy with him. I'm very still displeased with him. So the main character, he's been repeatedly trying to force the Melid to be his physician again, so they have a physician and patient relationship on top of the bed partner relationship they had. And he thought the Melid finally agreed until the Melid sent him a text being like, no, we're not having that relationship anymore. We can be bed partners, but we're not having any more of that physician or patient relationship. We've long crossed that line, and I'm not having that relationship ever again with you. Especially after everything you did. Now, it doesn't specifically state that, but yes, the Melid is full on against being his physician, is not stepping away from his idea of not being his physician. This upsets the main character very badly, especially when the Melid on top of it states that we continue our bedroom play, but you can try blackmailing me with those photos of me at the time you forced yourself on me to try to send to my sister. Try it and see how my sister will feel to you about it afterwards. You think it will harm me? Just think what she will feel about you. The fact that you did those things to me and then took photos of it and then sent it to her, think how she would feel about you. Like, That's a double sword, dude. Double sword. Now, honestly, I could have probably read that scene wrong, but that's what I felt like that scene was, right? Or was I wrong? You guys can tell me if I was wrong. But yes, the main character's so upset about it, he tries committing suicide. Full on tries committing suicide because the male lead refuses to be his physician after everything he put the male lead through. Really? Really, honey? This makes me really sad for the male lead. So he doesn't see himself as human. He sees himself as a tool and machine. And first, he was having panic attacks and nightmares over the things the main character was forcing himself to do, like full-on panic attacks and nightmares. But over time, he manipulates, gaslights, and does mental lapse to make himself believe this is okay, that the relationship he's having with the main character is full okay. Because he's not human, he's a machine. So he can let these things happen to him because he's not human. I wanted to bawl. Like, I am literally almost bawling from reading that because he is human. He deserves to be treated like a human, treated like he is a person, that he's a living being, and that he has the rights to feel the way he does. But no, he's like, I am a machine, so it doesn't matter what I have to sacrifice, even if it's to sacrifice my body. And I'm like, no, honey, no, you're not. Like, you are human. You deserve to be treated like a human being and not treated the way you are being treated. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry because it's sad. So the main character's mom tries getting close to him again, and he pushes her away. She goes to her husband, lies to him, and puts on a whole White Lotus act. He slaps the main character over it. The main character lays down the facts. His dad apologizes and tells him that he should be better to his mom and feel bad for his mom for the things she went through. And I'm like, the main character has all rights to treat her the way he does because of how she treated him all these years. But whatever, dude. Make yourself believe that he should treat her better. And the dad tells him the mom's story. So before the mom was pregnant with the main character, she was gorgeous and had an amazing personality. But when she became pregnant with the main character, she was drugged. And to save her mental state and life, she was gifted the Emperor's data. Now, typically, she could have probably got rid of the male lead, the main character. People had begged and pleaded her to, but she was like, no, I am not getting rid of my child. She bleated, she cried, she begged, as much as those people were begging her to get rid of the main character. And so they gifted her the Emperor's data, and the Emperor's data is the reason why her personality and looks changed so much, and is also the reason why the main character has the disease he has. It's full on the cause of the main character's disease. The dad has tried researching and refinding the Emperor's data and cannot have any luck finding it or researching it. It's like it disappeared. And after she took the Emperor's data, her personality completely changed, her looks changed, and being reminded of that time sets her off. That's why she stays away from the main character. One, why did you never tell the main character until now why he has the disease? Or why his mom treats him the way she did? But also, that doesn't justify how she treated him. It does not. And he has all rights to dislike his mom for how she treated him. Also, I'd be questioning if the same woman was my wife afterwards. Like, how could someone looks and personality change so much? Also, especially when she absolutely hates anything that reminds herself of her old self. Yes, it's also understandable, but like, are you sure she wasn't switched out for someone else? Also, why are you not suspicious of her attitude changed to the main character? That is also very suspicious.